What's going on, y'all? It's Colton here again. Today I'm going to be telling you about my Handyman tool tote. This is my generic tool bag that I take in to every house with me. Depending on what I got to do, I have different bags for plumbing and electrical, but this is my main bag with all my generic tools in it. This is the Cobalt 12-inch tote, and the reason I went with it is because it was a heck of a lot cheaper than all your Milwaukee and Vito bags that all these guys are running. And this works freaking good for what I need to do. So this is a nice little bag here. It's got pockets all the way around the outside, a nice sturdy handle to carry it by, and it's open in the middle so I can fit all my drills and everything like that in it. So anyways, we'll just get started here. I have my DeWalt stud finder. You just press a button and let it do its thing, and you can also find electrical on it as well. So if you're about to go into the wall and you're worried that there might be a wire running there, you can find it. So anyways, this is a handy little tool, DeWalt stud finder. Coming over to the next pouch, I got my Stanley 25-foot tape. I don't like the Fat Maxes and everything like that just because they're so dang big, and these are pretty professional looking as well. So these little stainless Stanley tapes are great. I have a little 16-footer as well. It's in my other bag. Keep on coming around. I got 3 Cobalt pouches, small, medium, and large. Small, I keep my batteries in it. Next pouch down, I keep some Teflon tape. And I also keep, as much as I hate Ryobi, they got a pretty bad to the bone little suction cup laser level. And when you turn it on, it makes a vacuum seal and sticks to the wall. And it's got this little foam grommet here for texture and stuff like that on walls. So out of all the things that Ryobi makes, this is probably the most handy tool that they've ever came out with. I use that guy all the time. And in my bigger pouch, I got screws and a couple of wall anchors, some stuff like that in there. A couple small sets of hinges. It's kind of my throw-all bag. I got the Rock River Allen wrenches. These are the metric, and these are my standards. They kind of flip open like that so you can get to them easy. They got ball ends on them. I think I got these at Fastenal. They've been nice Allen wrenches. Also in this pocket here, I got the Wera, I guess it's like a test light. You can stick it in an outlet or stick it up against a wire, and you ground yourself to the end here, and the little bulb lights up when you ground yourself. And it's fully insulated, so it's all safe. I ain't been shocked with it yet, but that's a nice little tool, just real quick and easy to test outlets and all that. Moving around this way, I keep a DeWalt level. I love this guy because it's got strong magnets and it's got some grip on the edge here. I don't know if you can see that, but it won't slide around. And you can also check your angle, get angles and everything like that. So it's pretty nifty. Very visible, bubble, all that. And it's also got grip on this side as well. So handy little level. DeWalt. I like DeWalt. This middle pouch here, I guess you can call this my razor pouch. I keep a Cobalt razor. Handy little guy. I also keep 2 different size Exactos. These are just El Cheapos from Lowe's, but they got the button you press to slide it out and it locks, and you can break off your tip and get a new edge on there. Over here, this is kind of my writing utensil pouch. I got big Sharpie, little Sharpie, good old construction pencil, and a paint marker with a wax tip on it. So those are my writing utensils. Coming around, these are my Spider spade bits in this little roll that they got. It velcros, nice strong velcro, and it opens up pretty nice so you can get all your different sizes. It's 1 1/8 all the way down to 1/4, so you got plenty of sizes, and it's got that nice stinger bit on there, so you'll hit your spot every single time. And like I said, it keeps it in this little tool roll. That way it stays together, nice and compact, very organizable. So that's my stinger spade bits. Next pocket over, this is kind of my miscellaneous pocket. I got my Irwin sheetrock saw, stainless steel, so it holds its edge really nice, and it's also got a nice way to poke through it. It's got a nice classy wood handle on it. Love that, dude. This right here is a caulk scraper, or a silicone scraper. So after you silicone a tub or something like that, you can slick it off with this if you don't want to use your finger. I keep it on there just to wipe the crap off my finger, honestly, but it's a nice little tool. Also keep a cobalt little pry bar. I never thought I would use one of these because I always use a freaking flathead screwdriver. But now that I got one of these, I actually grabbed this thing a heck of a lot more than I thought I would. I'm always prying on stuff or need to get some leverage to get something up, put a screw in it. Like this little guy right here is freaking handy. Got me a Purdy multi-tool. Slips out like that and you can fold it back in. Nice and compact. It's got a little prying tool on this end if you need to open a can of paint or if you need to pry on anything. Also got a little hammer if you need to beat on stuff. Bottle opener, a couple different edges and stuff like that. So this is a handy little guy because you can collapse it down. I think it was like 10 bucks at Lowe's. Super, super handy. Everything I have in here, I didn't realize how handy it was. But yeah, that's the purpose of all these tools, is to make your job as easy as be. I didn't used to keep this in here. What this little guy is it's got some, see if I can demonstrate. If you need to trim around a baseboard or something like that, you can go in there, and I just do it on the toolbox here. And it goes right around what you need it to. So if you need to trim around a baseboard or something like that, this is super handy for that. All right, I think that's all on the outside of the bag. See if we can move on into the inside a little bit. Take the middle stuff out first because it's bulky. This freaking hammer is a 28-ounce E-swing. It is way too big for my bag, but it's all I got at the moment. I'm trying to get that 14-ounce DeWalt hammer. It's super small and it swings like an 18 is what they said. So for now, I'm gonna rock my E-swing, but here pretty soon I'm about to get me a new hammer for sure. Like I said, I love DeWalt. This is my DeWalt brushless impact. I keep 2 fresh batteries on these at all times. I use this thing about 150 times a day. Also keep a DeWalt brushless drill. And in the middle of the bag, deep down, I got my bits for my impact, which is all your generic bits, and I got extra bits in the truck. And I also keep a drill set, all the way from a 16th up to a 3/8. And for my stuff that I do, that's about all the sizes that I need. Coming around, I got my little speed square. It's a rapid square. It's super old, but it's still square, and I've had it for a long time. Works great. I got 3 chisels. Master Mechanic is the brand. Nice stainless steel, real sharp edge. I got a 1-inch, 3/4 and a half, and they got the grip is molded around the steel, so they are super sturdy and they have not broke yet. They got a fat handle on them, so they're really easy to hold. I love these things. Anytime I need to go in and chisel out a striker plate on a door that's not lining up right or whatever, I always use my chisels. They work great. Got an old trusty cobalt crescent wrench, if I ever need that. I'm trying to get away from these, but for now, it'll work. As far as pliers go, I like the Channel Lock brand pliers. They got the blue handle on them. We'll start small, I guess. In the first pouch, I got pliers. Just a good old set of pliers. The grips came off because these are super old. I got a pair of dikes, or snips, and I also got a pair of needle nose, all Channel Lock brand. The Channel Lock needle nose really have a really fine tip on them, so you can get into some tight spaces with these. I like them. My bigger ones, I got me a medium pair of Channel Locks, and I also got a pair of fence pliers. So these guys are nice. Coming on to my drivers, I got the Wera drivers. These are super freaking good tools, and all these guys were running them, and I was like, man, I don't want to spend that much money on these tools, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyways just to try them out, because I use these screwdrivers all the time. These 2 little guys here are the fully insulated electrical pliers, or screwdrivers. So for getting into sockets and taking off face plates and working on GFCIs and all that, these are what I use for that. Also got 3 different size flatheads. And I don't know if you can see it or not from there. I'll do a tool review on these here in a little while. They have a laser tip to them, so it's really hard to slip off and strip a screw or something like that with that laser tip. So I got 3 different sizes, big, medium, and small. And I also got a number 1 and a number 2 Phillips head. And the reason I like these, they say what they are on the back of the drivers, and so when they're stuck down in the bag, they're all the same color. Well, it's real easy to see what they are. So anywho, that was my handyman tool loadout. Like I said, anytime I go into a house, I grab this bag. It's got all the basic tools in it, and everything in this bag is just nothing but super handy. And I use it all the time. Every one of these tools I use many times a day, and it just keeps things simple. So anyways, thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned. I'm gonna do a couple more tool reviews and stuff. So anyways, y'all keep it real.